Hello YouTube, this is Catholic Franciscan 95. Today, it's been about 30 minutes since I made the Rosary tutorial video. So it's the same day. So anyway, right now I'm gonna show you how to pray the Franciscan crown. For anyone who doesn't know, the Franciscan crown is a rosary about the seven joys of Mary. It doesn't go off the joyful, glorious, or not luminous, sorrowful mysteries of the normal rosary. And it is not said the same way. There are no there's a lot of prayers that are in the rosary that aren't on this one. I guess you'll see that as we say it. This is said by the Franciscans every Saturday. What else? I don't really know much of history behind it. Basically, this was given to a Franciscan who was praying to Mary for a better way to, I don't know, say the rosary, I suppose. If you want the history, I find what I find to be the best link from the story that I've heard, and I will post the link in the description of the video. There will be no prayers in the description unless requested, because there's really not that many prayers on this thing. So anyway, instead of saying it like you would or starting it the same way you would with the rosary, you don't start on the crucifix. You start on this bead right here, the fifth bead from the crucifix, and you announce the first mystery, the first joy of Mary, which you can also, it's just still a mystery, the first joy of Mary, which is the Annunciation. Then you'd say the Our Father, followed by 10 Hail Marys. You would announce the second joy of Mary, which would be the Visitation, followed by an Our Father, then another 10 Hail Marys, the third joy of Mary, which is the birth of Jesus, and then an Our Father, and then another 10 Hail Marys, then the fourth joy of Mary, the presentation, and then you'd say say another Our Father, and then you'd say another 10 Hail Marys. The next joy of Mary is finding the child Jesus in the temple, and then followed by another Our Father. And I'm only going through this so I can tell you the mysteries. So followed by another 10 Hail Marys, and then the sixth joy of Mary is the Resurrection. Followed by another Our Father, then another 10 Hail Marys, and then the seventh joy of Mary is her Assumption and Coronation. Then you follow it with another Our Father and another 10 Hail Marys. After that, though, you do not go back to the same bead you started on. You actually skip and go to these two. These two are 2 Hail Marys, and these 2 Hail Marys are dedicated to Mary to honor the estimated 72 years of her life. And then you go to the next bead. The next bead is an Our Father. And on Our Father. And then on the last bead, you say a Hail Mary, which is for the intention of the Holy Father. And I will be offering mine up for the new Pope. So I guess that's what you're going to do as Holy Father, but because he's just coming in, or will be coming in anyway. It's conclave hasn't started yet. So, though I'm sure he will already have a Pope by the time anyone sees this video. It's just attention to the Holy Father. So, 2 Hail Marys, an Our Father, and then another Hail Mary, and then you end it with the sign of the cross, and then you're done. That is the Franciscan crown. If you've watched my rosary tutorial, I believe said somewhere towards the end when I said I was going to teach you how to say this, that it is a lot shorter and not shorter, but easier. And the reason I'm not putting the prayers unless requested in the description is because the prayers are all, they're very basic, and there's no Apostles' Creed, there's no Hail Holy Queen or anything like that. So this is a nice, but anyway, this is a nice devotion. I would suggest picking it up. I mean, especially if you're not too big into the Rosary, but you're big in like like if it's too complicated for you, which was just perfectly understandable. This is another acceptable way to pray for intercession to the Holy Mother. Yeah. So I don't know what else to say about that. Anyway, a couple announcements tonight. It is nighttime right now. I will probably gonna do a few more videos. I'm gonna be doing a couple reviews. I'm going to review this book, which you might be able to see, Proof of the Afterlife. The Conversation Continues by Brother Gary Joseph. Guess I'll give a brief summary of it. Basically, this guy has this near-death experience, and if you don't know what a near-death experience, basically, out of body. It's an out-of-body experience, something that happens usually while you're sleeping, or something like that. And basically, he goes to he visits purgatory. It's very very intense, very deep spiritual reading, very easy to read, but there's a lot of theology in it. So, I mean, it's pretty basic theology, I believe. So any Catholic should be able to understand it. And it's very good. I read it. Obviously I read it, but it's amazing. Yeah. So I'll be doing one of that. I will be doing one of God's Fool, the Life and Times of Francis of Assisi by Julian Green. This is an amazing biography. That's what it is, a biography of Francis. It is by far the best one I've ever read. I've read, I want to say 2 or 3. This one is by far the best. So be sure to watch that as well. Move these out of the way. I will be doing a review of this book, Angels and Devils by Joan Carol Cruz. I've not completely finished it yet, but I'm pretty close, and I can give the basic. I mean, if you read it, you'll understand, but you don't have to read the whole book to understand what it's saying. If you're interested in the angelic warfare and the hierarchy of the angels and of the demons, then this is a very good Catholic read for that. It's also a Tan book, which is known for very good Catholic books. I have quite a few Tan books, so it's a reliable publisher. They won't publish anything that is not accurate to church teaching, and from what we know outside of church, well, I guess not outside of church teaching, but it's accurate. And it's not just about the angels. It's not just about the battles. It's also about it's got examples of angels or demons in our lives. The angels part is by far the best. It will completely change your view on angels. You won't see. It's awesome. But it shows how active they are, as well as the demons, just in a different way. Don't be afraid. Just it's fine. It's a very intense read. It's not hard to read, but when I say intense, it's not. Well, if you're not really big into, if you can't watch those, really anything that has to do with the spiritual world, then I'm not sure this would be the book for you. At least not the second half. The first half is of the angels, and it's great. It's beautiful. The angels are. It's just great. The second half, though, of them, I wouldn't suggest. It's kind of scary. But you know, it's a pretty safe read as far as the realm of the spiritual reading versus an Angels and Demons goes. So if you're interested, I would definitely grab this book before you grab any other book on the subject. This is by far the most informative. I've read several, and this is the best. I would have gone with this one first if I could have. This will tell you everything pretty much everything you need to know. I don't know what else this book has that I haven't read in other books that was like scattered through other books. It's all in one in this book. I will be doing a review of The Way by that guy whose name I cannot pronounce. The Way is basically a bunch of meditation readings. Very good for, I suppose, you're going adoration or just want to have something to think about. It has things, like I said, good meditation, spiritual reading. Let's see. There's one really good one in here. Here's one you could think about, like maybe a sample. When you approach the tabernacle, remember that he has been waiting for you for 20 centuries. Now just think about that. That's intense. It's a very little pocket book. I mean, it's what it's meant to be. This guy has several books that are, I guess, believe it or like this, just in different areas. This book focuses on spiritual, not spiritual. I'll focus on spiritual, but you know, like prayer and discipleship. It says other virtues, so virtues. You know, just stuff like that. It's a good little thing. It's not something you read like from cover to cover. It's got a bunch of random little thoughts to reflect on. Anyway, yeah. I will be doing a review of this book. Sometimes God has a child's face. This was written by a sister who works at the Covenant House in New York. They take care of homeless teens. If you've never heard of homeless teens, or don't know much about it, or how big a deal it is, as I did before I read this little booklet, which will probably take you 2 hours or whatever to read. It's got a bunch of stories of teens that came to the Covenant House off the streets, and has quotes from the teens and stuff like that. So it's not like she's just telling the story by herself. It's I guess what do you call it, a dialogue maybe? Anyway, yeah, it's sort of just got each chapter is a different story, and they are intense. Some of them are very depressing, but it's an eye opener. So, you know, it's a good, I don't know if you want to call it spiritual reading, but it's good awareness, I suppose. I like it. Yeah, very small book, but you know, it's good. And then I will also be doing a review of a book that I do not have in physical copy. It's on my Kindle. I will be doing, shoot, that was not good. Shoot, whatever, I'll find it. Of The Hobbit, if you can see that, right there. Be doing a review of that, as well as the book down here, which I'll just show you the cover for it. Alright, go to cover. Hungry Souls. Beautiful, beautiful book. It's also a Tan book. Tan, like T-A-N, all caps, publisher. It's basically about the, let's see, it's called Hungry Souls, Supernatural Visits, Messages, and Warnings from Purgatory. So that should tell you enough. It's an amazing, powerful read. I would suggest reading it, and probably getting the physical copy, because after you read it, you probably want to give it to someone. I'm going to do a review also, at some point, of The Rite, The Making of a Modern Exorcist, because like I said, spiritual warfare is a big interest of mine. That's the book right there, and I guess I can just show you the cover just like I did. Make it easier for you to see, I suppose. The Right. Yeah, by Matt Baglio. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about that one, but so just for people who aren't interested in that sort of thing. And I don't think there's really anything else for me to review right now. Well, this has been an abnormally long video. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me this whole time. And if you have any questions or comments, anything like that, you can message me, you can comment. I will always respond because I'm on YouTube daily. And yeah, just suggest whatever videos you'd like for me to see, reviews of perhaps of certain religious articles, I suppose, like maybe the brown scapular, anything like that. So thanks for watching again, and comment, rate, subscribe. I know you hate hearing that, but it's routine. All right. So good night, and God bless you.